Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1988 movie Die Hard. This movie is directed by John McTiernan and follows New York City police officer John McClane, who is caught up in a terrorist takeover of the Nakatomi Plaza Tower in Los Angeles, and he's there trying to visit his wife, who's at a Christmas party and stuff, trying to visit her and his kids and everything, and he starts having to take on the terrorists one by one until he gets to the leader of them, Hans Gruber, and stop him and stop this entire terrorist attack. This is a really, really fun action movie. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. I saw it for the first time when I was probably like 12 or 13 years old, and I absolutely love this movie back then, and I hadn't seen it in a really long time. Like I said, I used to watch it all the time. It's probably been a good 10 years or so since the last time I watched it, though. And I had it on VHS, and I wore that video out. But this is a really, really fun action movie. Bruce Willis, who I'm not really a huge fan of, I like some of his stuff, but this is definitely probably his best movie. He's just absolutely perfect in the role of John McClane. I love his sharp mouth, and like he's humorous at times and stuff, but he's also just really cool and kicks a lot of butt in this movie. And I forgot how good he was in here, because like I said, I hadn't seen it in a while. I kind of hadn't really watched a lot of Bruce Willis' stuff in a long time, because I don't even really know what made me stop being interested in him, but I think it's just because he's just not as good as he used to be. But this is definitely one of his better movies, though, and Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber is just absolute perfect casting. Now, aside from Severus Snape, this is probably the other character that he's known for, and he's just perfect as this villain. He's intimidating. There's times where he's kind of darkly funny too and everything, but I like him as well, and everything. They're just both really perfectly cast and everything. Great hero and villain characters, and the action in here is really great too. There's some really, really awesome scenes and stuff with the action and the practical effects and stuff that you wouldn't get in an action movie nowadays is awesome too. And I just really, really enjoy this movie quite a bit. It's a really fun movie. I know a lot of people consider it to be one of the best Christmas movies of all time. I don't know that I'd go that far. I don't really know that I consider this a Christmas movie. I know a lot of people do, and some ways I do. I mean, one of the reasons I've been waiting so long to review this, because I was planning on reviewing it earlier in the year. I decided to wait till December to do it because everyone says it's a Christmas movie, and I get the Christmas feel a little bit, especially at the beginning of the movie and during the end credits when they play Let It Snow and stuff. I think it is somewhat a Christmas movie, but it's not really. It's one of those, it's like a spiritual Christmas movie. It's not a full-fledged Christmas movie, but it has Christmas in it, but it's not the theme of the movie. Kind of like Iron Man 3 and Jaws: The Revenge and a bunch of other Shazam, other movies like that, Jurassic World. They're all set during Christmas time, but Christmas isn't the theme of the movie and everything. But I can understand why people would enjoy watching this around Christmas time, though, and everything. It's still a really fun movie, though. It's one that I've enjoyed it more. I enjoy it pretty much any time I watch it, any time of the year. That's why I don't fully say it's a full-fledged Christmas movie, because I could watch it any time of the year and be entertained by it. Where most Christmas movies, if they're full-fledged Christmas movies, I don't like watching them outside of Christmas time. But I really do enjoy this movie. There's some really awesome action scenes. In the scene when Hans shoots like the head of the building and stuff, the guy that's running the plaza and stuff, he shoots him in the head and everything, that was just really brutal. and everything. There's some other really good scenes in here too, though, with and everything. And that scene when Hans falls from the tower is iconic and everything. That look on his face. Apparently, Alan Rickman didn't know they were gonna drop him at the time that they did, and that look of shock on his face was completely real. I thought that was really cool too, and it's a lot of fun and everything. It's one of those fun 80s action movies. It has a little bit of cheese to it, but most of them do, but it doesn't. This one's not near as cheesy as some of them and everything, but I still love it. I love Bruce Willis's little quips that he does, his little the yippee-ki-yay line, and his other little lines like that, and like the one where he's chewing out the guy for and everything when he interrupts him and the cop talking and stuff, and he like cusses him out and stuff. That scene always cracks me up and everything. And all in all, I think this is a really fun action movie. It has awesome set pieces and cinematography. The action is great in here. The score by Michael Kamen is really great too. I love the music in the movie, and it's really entertaining, and it's really great 80s action movie. It's considered one of the greatest of all time. I don't know that I'd say it's one of my all-time favorites, but it might be somewhere in my top 10 at least and everything. But I do like it quite a bit. I haven't seen most of the sequels yet. I've seen the fourth movie, and I don't remember it very well, but I'm going to be revisiting, or since I revisited this one, I'm going to be watching all of those, and I'll revisit the fourth one too when I get to that one. But I'm going to do one Die Hard movie each week till I get them all done and everything, because I got a lot of other movies I want to watch this month since it's the holidays and everything. So but I will be reviewing Die Hard 2 next week sometime, probably on Wednesday. I'll try to keep them weekly and everything. But I absolutely love the first movie. It is a blast and everything, and it's got really well done characters and stuff. John McClane is just a really likable hero and everything. I just really love this movie. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of them and everything. So I'd say I'd give Die Hard an 8 out of 10. It's really fun movie. It's been one of my favorites since I was about 12 years old, so I've really liked this movie for a long time, and it was awesome finally getting to see it again, because it's been a long time since I last saw it and everything, and it was just as good as I remembered it to be, really. So let me know in the comments what you think of Die Hard, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.